there dreaming, dreaming. Gave up on sleeping, feeling like I'm high on fever. You know I'm building castles in the sky. Always dreaming, dreaming. Still out of reach, but in my mind I see us clearly. You and I building castles in the sky. Holding on. Maybe I should let you go. Something about you feel like home. Stuck in my head like a favorite song. Can't fight it. I just sing along. Don't care what they say. Our love is different. I like it. Watching from a distance. I'm trying to keep my cool. My heart is racing, looking at myself. I've been there dreaming, dreaming. Gave up on sleeping, feeling like I'm high on fever. You know I'm building castles in the sky. Always dreaming, dreaming. Still out of reach, but in my mind I see us clearly. You and I building castles in the sky. Always dreaming, dreaming. Gave up on sleeping, feeling like I'm high on fever. You know I'm building castles in the sky.
Hello, hello, hello. Give me 1 second, y'all. Got the dryer on, guys. Got to cut the dryer off. All that noise in the background already. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Bayou Sugar. I am Bayou Sugar Garden, and welcome everyone. I thank you guys for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Can you guys put a one in the chat to let me know that you can hear me and see me before I get any further? Let me check and see, make sure y'all can hear me. And I won't start talking if y'all can't hear me. Yes. Okay. We got sound. Yay. So let's continue on. I thank everyone for being here. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you to those who are live in the chat. Thank you to those who are in the bushes. Hello to you. Thank you for those who are catching the replay. I appreciate you all as well. I am so excited to have you guys back again and join me again for our continuation on our medicinal herbs topic. And before we continue, let me just speak to a few people who have took out their time to come and spend with me today. Hi, God's desire for me. I appreciate you. And thank you for being here. Give it up for her. All right. Thank you, J3. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you one time for J3. All right. Let's see who else we got in the building. The best moderator in YouTube land. G Mama grows hard in the garden. All right. Let's see who else we got in here. That's everybody. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you guys. And we're going to go ahead on with our topic today. So, for the past few lives, we have been talking about herbs, and we were getting, let me pull my phone up so I can keep up with the live. We have been talking about medicinal herbs and using them the way that our grandparents grew them and the herbs that they used. And we had been making a list, a spreadsheet of those items. And I made a spreadsheet last night, added to the spreadsheet. I still have some more items to add from when we did our interview with um, the New Orleans gardener and Miss Shirley. I gotta add some more stuff. Hey TZ, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hey, Feathered Connections Homestead. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Says popping in to say hi. I'm slowly learning medicinal herbs and love it. We on the same page. We learning together. We're gonna get through this thing together. By the time we finish, we're gonna be herbalists in our own right. It depends on how far you want to go. But we'll have the basis to be able to take care of our families and um, your community around you if you so desire. So let us, let's see if I can pull up the spreadsheet that I added to last night. I couldn't sleep, y'all, so I was adding a bunch of stuff to the spreadsheet. And what I did with the spreadsheet was I added the uses to the spreadsheet, and I videos added videos to the spreadsheet to show you how to use them, what it's used for. So it's a clickable spreadsheet, and I'm gonna show y'all in just a second. I'm resizing it so y'all can see, and then I'll add myself to the screen. So let me put it up so y'all can see. It's a clickable spreadsheet that you can go to, and when you go to the spreadsheet, you have the recipes in one column. You have an information with a video, somebody explaining the uses and everything of it. And then we have the names of the herbs. Now, I didn't go as far as to include all these medical names and Latin names and all that. I ain't do all that. We ain't that deep. And I don't have everything for all of them. So as we go along with this series, we will learn and we can add to our list. Okay, so let me add this to the screen. Okay, so let's see. Can y'all still hear me? Let me check my chat. Hey Sylvia, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Who else we got that is snuck in here? Sylvia says, hey, Sugar and Chat. My Renaissance grandma. Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right. Caught up on the chat. Yes, Sylvia said yes, we can hear you. Okay, great. Okay, so The spreadsheet is probably tiny on y'all's end. You probably have to like, yeah, I can't even see it on my own phone. But I'm gonna post it on my community page so y'all can see it. Let me see if I can make it any bigger. Uh, Let me see, cause I need y'all to see. That might be as big as I could get. Let me go to the actual sheet and see if I can make it larger here. If I can zoom, that might be better. Okay, let me see. That might be a little bit better. It's a little bit of a delay, so I'm trying to wait. Okay, so if y'all can see, like in the first column, we just have the name of the herb. In one column, let's see, somebody else snuck in. Hey, 10, thank you for being here. I I appreciate you. Okay, so y'all see in the first column, it has the name of the herb right here. This is the column where it says the name of the herb. To your left, we're going from left to right. Then the next column is the info. I have two columns with info because if I found like two sources to me that explained the background of the herb, then I included what I found. So what I did before I attached these videos, I did my own research first, okay? And with my own research, I went and found videos that explained it a little bit more what's the word? Simplified. I found a video that explained what I learned, but it was more simplified. Simplified. Oh Lord. Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. And I attached it to the column that says info. Now the first column says right here info and recipes because some of the informational videos they included a recipe in it and some of them is just info. So if it had a recipe in it along in the video along with the information, I attached it here. If it was just an informational video, it would be in the second column. Okay, looks like I have a third column. So some of them may have an informational third column. Then the next column it says uses, and then y'all can see here what the herb was used for, like catnip. They use it for baby hives. That's just one of the ones that I ran across, and it'll probably be several more that we can add to it. But that's just what goes in that column. Then I have three columns for recipes. Here, you just click on the link, and it'll show you recipes. I found um, I found for the each herb. Okay, so y'all follow me so far. Let's see. Let me check the chat real quick. Sonia Siegler, hey, thank you for being here. Let's see who else we got. Gina, Gina, Gina in the house. Thank you for being here. Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner, welcome in. Thank you for being here, Miss Shirley. I appreciate you. So, y'all, let me go back to the spreadsheet. and I'll show you how it works. And then I have a couple of videos. Um, Something about we'll watch a couple of these and we can add to the spreadsheet as we watch the video. Okay. So we already did. Let's do catnip as a first one, just to show I can show you how it works. So go to catnip and you click on this hyperlink, and it's gonna take you right to the video.
This is catnip. You make a tea out of it, and mostly make it for little babies when they're young. They have the highs, and you want to keep it coming out on them and it to dry up. You make them a tea out this, and you take this and pick the leaves of it good and wash it, and put it in a cup, and pour some boiling water in on it, and top it up, and let it sit. Then when you put your little sugar in it and feed it to the baby. And it'll keep it coming out on them and dry it up too.
All right. So that one is that's an example. Dang, what's the AV Monks thing doing? That's an example of how it works. Easy, right? Easy peasy. So one thing, hey CC, CC's Texas Garden is in the building. Thank you for being here, CC. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else? Okay, there's everybody. Now I need to make sure I'm not missing any questions. So if you guys have any questions or comments, put it in the chat for me. Um, and I'll try my best to get to them. So one thing I wanted to make sure that I mentioned tonight, when we preparing herbs and we doing these teas, especially these teas, and doing it over these leaves, one thing that you have to be careful about is how you prepare these teas. So from my research, I found that you are not supposed to boil the leaves. Like, don't put the water and the leaves in there and boil it. That's not how you do it. You boil your water first, prepare your herbs, then put your herbs in a cup that you want to use, or put it in your tea bag, or put it in your whatever you're going to use, and pour the hot water over the herbs and let it sit and steep. You don't boil the herbs in the water. And the reason why you don't do that is because certain temperatures can make those herbs release toxins that could be harmful and even deadly to your body. So you don't want to do that. So y'all make sure y'all take heed to that. Yep, Miss my Renaissance grandma telling y'all as well. Correct. You'll kill all the nutrients as well. Netta's Nest. Thank you for being here. Cece said, girl, I be boiling my lemongrass. Because you ain't know, Cece, but now you know. Don't be boiling it. Don't boil it. You put your water over it. Just prepare your herbs separately on the side while that water is boiling. Then once that water gets to a boil, you pour the boiling water over it and let it sit in that boiling water. Don't be boiling your herbs on the stove. Now there may be some exceptions to a rule. She said, "Oh, what a welcome! I felt special. Thank you." You're welcome. You're welcome. I have to treat all y'all. Y'all all are my special guests when y'all come in. So I have to make y'all feel special. My Renaissance grandma left. No, CC, don't do it. CC, don't do it. Don't boil the herbs, y'all. Just put them in the water. Put them in the container and pour the boiling water over it and let it sit. Like the video we just watched, she told you exactly what to do. Let it sit and let it steep. Steep means let it sit and let that hot water break down the things in the leaves to make it release the nutrients and whatever else it needs to release in order for you to drink it. Some teas, the longer it sit, the better it is. So you want to remember that, y'all. Remember that. Remember that. Don't be boiling them because some things, if you boil it, you could be hurt. You could boil some toxins out of it, depending on what temperature you're boiling at. And when y'all putting it on, when we putting water on the stove, we're not checking no temperature of the fire, and you're not checking the temperature of the water when you're boiling. You just put it on there, and when you see bubbles, if you standing right there, then when you see the bubbles first started forming, then you turn the fire off. But most of us walk away and wait for the kettle to start screaming, and maybe you wait a few seconds or minutes after that. So your water is probably really hot and could be hot enough to where it can make those herbs ineffective or too effective to where you hurt yourself. So y'all got that down. Silviar, yes, Netta says exactly. Steep it. You let it sit there and you let it steep. Silviar says, I found a recipe for rosemary vinegar. I think it will be great to make dressing for salad. I wouldn't mind doing that, Silviar. If you want to send it to my email, I can add it to our spreadsheet. My email is bayousugargarden@gmail.com, all lowercase letters, and we can add that to our spreadsheet because we don't just have to have um, herbs just for medicines because we also use most of these herbs to cook as well. So Miss Shirley say, if you ever watched, that is how the British and Asians make their teas. Yep, you are so right, Miss Shirley. Well, some of us never watched. Me. Or I probably watched and didn't pay attention. G Mama says, and it only takes 2 or 3 leaves, not a handful. Exactly. So that's my main purpose of putting these recipes in there because we know how to make tea, right? You know how to make tea, but when you making tea, I'm just saying, if you making instant tea, you don't know the measurements that they putting in that bag. You just take the bag and put it in the water. Or if you're making Lipton tea or whatever tea mix, it tell you on the side of the container how many scoops to put for your water. How many of us don't pay attention to that? So that is an indicator that we need to know the instructions on how to properly prepare these because it can not only help us, but it can hurt us as well. Cece says, Bayou, thanks for doing all this herb information. No problem, Cece. The purpose of my channel, like I said, is for me to learn. And when I'm learning on this journey, I'm taking you along with me. So let's do it, baby. Drell's Healing Drell's Healing Garden and Journey. Hey, and welcome in. Thank you for being here. She says, hey, Bayou Sugar, my garden family and chat. Hello, hello. Thank you, G Mama. G Mama put the email there for you guys. Please, if you have any additional information for our herbs spreadsheet, send it on over to me and I will attach it to our spreadsheet. God's Desires for Me says, I have the Herbal Remedies Handbook and Encyclopedia that tells how to use the herb. Yes, that's what I'm working on. There's a book, I think that's the book you're talking about, God's Desire for Me. It was on Amazon, and somebody told me that it's not on Amazon anymore. So I'm gonna check my local bookstore and try to find it and get me one because it's very imperative that I have that. It'll probably be easier to check these things on check it against what I'm finding online. Cece says I want a strong tea. I can't use a handful. So the longer it sits, it doesn't matter about the amount that you use, Cece, when you're making a tea. If you want it stronger, then you let it sit longer. You don't use more to make it stronger. You just let it sit longer to be stronger. G Mama is letting y'all know if you want to drop your links in the chat, you are always welcome to do that. Type SUGA and Nightbot will drop your link. Drell says, oh, she's speaking. J3, he says, reading instructions takes away the fun. Yeah, in other things it does. But in this, I ain't trying to be dead from drinking no tea. No. How she died? She drinking tea. She drank some tea. She poisoned herself. I'm on here teaching y'all, and then y'all gotta go let Gina do a giveaway on trees for me because I done went and drunk some tea and I ain't know what the heck I was doing. Man. Cece says, congrats. Oh, I got it. I didn't know I had it. I know I was close. I got 400 subs. Oh, I got 400 subs, y'all. Yay! 400 subs. Hand clap for me. Yeah. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Couldn't do it without y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, your girl couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Let me see if I can add. Hold on. Because I believe while I'm on this layer, I don't want to just want to do sounds. You know, I could do some what you call them. Did it transition over? Let me let it transition over. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's my 400 subs. Yay! Yay, me. Thank y'all. I couldn't do it without y'all. I appreciate y'all for liking, sharing, commenting, and coming onto my lives, catching the replay, everything. I appreciate all of you guys. All right. G Mom was just backing up what I said. The longer you steep, the stronger the tea gets. Yep. The longer it sits, the longer, the stronger it is. Thank y'all for the congrats. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Appreciate each and every one of you. And I thought I was never gonna get. Look at GT and made it in here. Hands to GT. Thank you for being here, GT. I appreciate you. And thank you for the congratulations. Man, the one the 100 and the 200 was easy, but it took a while for me comparing to getting 100 and 200 and 300 and 400 was kind of hard. It took a longer time. So, but I'm glad I got it. G Mama says, also, if you steep too long, longer than 5 minutes, it becomes bitter. Yes. So you can use, that's when you can use like your honey to sweeten it to taste. Um, what else can you use to sweeten? I just use honey. You can use sugar, but I use honey because The honey that I get is organic. Now, when I learn how to make organic sugar, then we'll get that. Mike's Chaotic Garden. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Cece said, I was looking for the countdown. Oops, not game night. Right. This ain't with Tori with his shoulders. Thank you, J3. I love you guys too. I really do. And I appreciate you guys so, so much. Because, like I said, if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be no sugar. All right. Let's see. Everybody's speaking. G Mama says, I went down a rabbit hole for making tea. I didn't want any side effects. Yes. So I'm just scratching the surface because it's a million and one herbs. It's so many herbs out there, and most of them overlap with what they can do. And so I'm just really gonna scratch the surface on this and encourage y'all to go get the book. And I'll once I get mine, I will show it to you guys. So if you want to dive a little deeper, you can. CC says I use sugar, no pun intended. Hey, sugar is always sweet. Always sweet. Okay, your mama say cane sugar is actually better than honey, especially when it's hot. Yes. I That's one thing I want to learn. I need to get some sugar cane because I want to have that in my garden this year as well. And I watched a video where Led, you know, he got a pressing machine where it pressed out the liquid out the sugar cane. That's my one of my next journeys that I'm working on. Let's see. 10 says, what about agave? I am not well versed on agave. Anybody in the chat is use agave? I don't know about that one, 10, but if they don't answer you, we will research it and get back to you. Jarrell says, what's the name of the book you're speaking of by you? Okay, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. Um, let's see. Let me see if it is pinned. Let's read this. I'm going to have to go back and find it because it's not here. Let me see if it's here. Give me 1 second, y'all. When I find it, I will pin it in the description of the video. Now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it because I done watched 1,000 things on watched 1,000 things. And now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it. So I'll just pin it in the description after the live. I'll do that. Or if I find it while we're here. Okay. Mike says he like agave. He likes the smoky kind. Okay. My Renaissance grandma. Yeah, she says she love agave. Agave is from the tequila making process. Okay. Okay, Mike. What is J3 talking about? Let me see. I skipped over his comment. I don't know. I missed it. Okay. Drell says agave is delicious, but it's highly processed. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's a no for me. Everybody's speaking. And yeah, I'll put the book in the description. G Mama says I learned honey is very beneficial, but healing honey is highly dangerous for your heating honey is highly dangerous for your system. Hmm. That's something new. Do I ever heat honey? No, I don't never heat honey. But that's a good thing to know. Thank you, G Mama. I think that's it. I have, let me see, God's Desire. I think that's the name of it. Let me see. I know it when I see it, so I'm going to type in the name that you said. Yeah, I think that might be it. Mm, Uh, herbal. Is your book a grayish looking book? God's Desire for me? Herbal medicine. Let me type exactly what you said. And herbal remedies and book. Oh, Dr. CDI. Okay, this one is pulling up a um, white book. That's one of them. But this other book that I was talking about is a grayish book. But that one is a good book also. If that's it, Amazon still sells it. Okay. Your mom say you don't have to believe me. Research it definitely. Research is the key. Oh, hers is whiteback. That's not the one, but that is one of them. That is one of them. Honey heal you can give diabetes. Yeah, if you do too much of it. Hi, Jamerica. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for joining us tonight. G Mama is about to have everyone in research. Exactly. Exactly. But when you think about it, that's something, I think that's something like we already, like, probably was instilled in us because I don't ever remember, I don't ever heat up honey, but I don't know why. So to hear her say that, it's like, dang, I don't heat it up, but I don't know why. So now I'll know why. Okay, so y'all, let's go over to back to the spreadsheet and see what I have researched next. So show y'all a couple recipes tonight and some fun facts. So let's do. I want to do some calendula. So being that we're doing the herb challenge, the 10 herbs challenge with planter garden, I want to go over some herbs that y'all can think about having or growing if you haven't already been seed shopping.
Welcome to What We Know Wednesday. So, what do we know? We know that calendula is highly underutilized, and I know that you are smart enough to take the information I'm about to share and utilize the hell out of her. In this study right here, a bunch of people got burned. I don't know if they burned them on purpose or what, but 60 people got burned. Half of those people were allowed to take calendula internally, the other half were just up a creek. They showed that about 7-10 days in, that the people who were taking calendula, suddenly their wounds started to heal much faster than the control group, and that's pretty amazing. I know from personal use that calendula topically would have healed that wound even faster. But what we also know from this study is that calendula is an amazing lymphatic stimulator. This study showed that it stimulates lymphocytes, which is a fancy word for a type of white blood cell that is made in your lymphatic system. All those glands that get sore sometimes, that's your lymphatic system. And we stimulate that lymphatic system, things start to happen, like, oh, I don't know, burns heal, right? But this study also showed that it had cytotoxic effects against tumors. Now, to put that into human speak, cytotoxic effects against a tumor or anything basically means that it's going in there and it's killing these mutated cells, right? It's going in there and it's stopping these cells from mutating because it kills them. And by the way, what happens when cells mutate? It turns into the C word, and not the C word that lives next door, the C word that makes people very sick all year long. And then there's this wall of text that I'm going to try to fit on the screen here, so I'll lean over. this this just goes on and on how it's amazing for, it's anti-inflammatory, it's autoimmune stimulating, it's skin issues, it's ulcers, it's anti-ulcers. They're using calendula during plague times. It's anti-tumor, it's this, it's that. It's been around a really long time, and now definitely a lot of herbalists use calendula, but I do believe that she is highly underutilized, and I believe that you are smart enough to begin utilizing her more. So that's calendula. Calendula is amazing, and you are absolutely smart enough to do this, and that's what we know.
All right, y'all. So that's that one. So let me just get back and seeing a couple people come in. I seen African Dreaming came in the building for being here. I also seen Vision Preparedness come in. Hello, VP. Thank you for being here. So let's see. Did I miss anybody else? I'm gonna go back up. J3 says cane is better than honey. Yes. Let's see. Is it Medicinal Herbs Beginner Guide? No, it wasn't a beginner's guide. It was some. I want to say it was like an encyclopedia. G Mama says sugar gives anyone diabetes. That's a genetic. No sugar gives anyone diabetes. That's a genetic issue. Yes, diabetes is also that genetic issue. Honey can spike your glucose level as well. You still have to be careful. Yes, y'all, do your research. And I did not give my disclaimer. Let me just do that right now. I am not your doctor. I am not a doctor, but I am a medical professional. But I'm just giving you advice that I have used or have gotten advice from other people who have used it on their families and it have worked, and I'm sharing my knowledge with you. This is for educational purposes. I'm not advising you what to do. I'm just letting you know what I and others have found to work for them and their family. Okay? All right. Yes, yeah, Mike, when I first watched the video, I was like, ooh, Lord, she got them tattoos like right here. Oh, I can't do it. But she's spitting out some knowledge though. VP, thank you for letting everybody know. Hit that like button. Please, 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 and thank you. Let's see. Everybody's speaking. While the other yes, calendula is totally amazing. So she said it was for burns, for the lymphatic system, and for tumors. I need to add that to our um list. I don't think I got it on there. Let me see. Let me go on here and see. Calendula uses. Yes, I got it for burns, bruises, cuts, diaper rash. I need to add lymphatic system and tumors. Updated that. Bam. Quickly. See how easy that is, boy. We're gonna have us a book after a while. Yes, G Mama is reminding y'all, please research anything you ingest. Less is more. And that's what we're gonna learn tonight. And we're gonna look at a video that the same lady, I think it's the same lady, she gonna do a recipe for us for calendula. Cause I wanna do some calendula oil for myself. I saw um someone uses calendula oil for her face and it helps with her face with like keeping her skin clean and stuff. Like no bumps and all of that breakouts and stuff. The educating that. Oh, he said cane is better than honey. Oh Lord, have mercy. He said, "Pause. Cane is it? Look, he had to come back and clear it up. You got to tell me because my mind right now is just on herbs. You got to let me know. Ah, we no, we want everybody to go get that J3GS Farms honey. They African Dream say they say squirrel help clear up your epiglottis. That's what they had said. I don't think we finna eat it to find out. I would eat squirrel. I haven't eaten it before, but I would. But I don't think they trying to eat it. Jay. I don't think they trying to find out. My squirrels will clear your pantry. Yeah, that's what they will clear is the pantry. She say now where look, she asking you, do you know where the epiglottis is? Let's look at this video, y'all. Let's see a recipe for calendula. All right, we're gonna click on the recipe. Let's see what it say. Oh, what's she gonna tell us?
Hey everyone, how are we doing? Hope you're doing pretty good. So here I'm just going to show you how easy it is to turn castor oil into something even more healing than she is. So just to start off with, castor oil is made from the castor bean, and it's been used for a real long time. Most people know her as something that like pregnant women are ill advised to take to make themselves go into labor. Please don't do that. But or to give yourself violent diarrhea. Let's be real here. Don't use castor oil internally, please. But externally, she is amazing for skin. She can really pull out some pretty serious issues. And today we're making a calendula infused oil because castor is amazing at kind of dissolving scar tissue, built up tissue, but so is calendula. So together they make a pretty amazing ally. So really, any castor oil will do. I prefer the expeller pressed and the hexane free. And most stuff comes that way anymore. You might find stuff that's not hexane free, which is just a problematic alkaloid in
Looking for an easy way to get that LLC next to your business name? Say hello to Taylor Brand.
Wow.
You just go to their site, enter your LLC.
the plant ally that is castor. You might find some in like an old school like pharmacy where they just have those like tiny little bottles, but just go on to Amazon or somewhere like that, and you can also go to Walmart. But just note that it's hexane free. Anyhow, so all we're going to do is take our jar and our calendula, and really this could apply to any herb that you're wanting to work with externally. And you're just going to fill up your jar. Now, I like to use dried or very well wilted plant matter when I'm making oil infusions. I know that normally people say the fresh plant matter makes better oil infusions. And I mean, I guess in the 6-week time frame it does. But if you're going to let your dried plant matter sit longer than your wet plant matter is allowed to, I personally believe, and my own experience says that your oils will actually end up stronger if you're using dried plant matter and letting it sit longer versus wet plant matter and having to let it sit for a short amount of time. So I like to use dried plant matter, and then that also allows me to use heat. Now, heat is kind of important with calendula because she has these resins that really require heat to be extracted. And so, I mean, or alcohol, but we're not doing alcohol here today. And so I can take this. I guess I should have had this open before I got going. And then I can just pour my castor oil over top of her. Boy, they really taped that good, didn't they? Dang. All right. And I'm just going to fill my jar up to the top. Now, this applies to any jar that you're using, any size that you're using. You definitely don't need to make this amount. You can do a small amount. The cool thing about castor oil is that it can be used if you're doing a castor oil pack, which is what we're making this to use for. It can be used. I mean, if you're using it on something like infectious, you wouldn't really want to reuse it. But if you're using it just to like do away with like scar tissue or scarring, you can reuse that towel that you have soaked in the castor oil at least 3 or 4 times. You could probably get away with using it a few more times over that too. Basically, all we're doing is putting our calendula or whatever fresh plant matter or dried plant matter shit you want to use in your jar. You're pouring your castor oil over top of it. You're putting a lid on it, and you're sitting it somewhere warm and dark for at least 8 weeks. You can do longer. Now, I like to use seed heating mats. They're fantastic. They're just like an ambient temperature of about 72 degrees at the base all the time, and they're cheap online, and they're just fantastic for helping things infuse well. Resist the urge to sit it in the sun and do a sun infusion. I know it's so pretty and it makes the colors come out so quick, but the sun is your enemy as soon as you're a dead plant, because she begins to break down your structure as like one of the most powerful decomposers there is. So it may look pretty, but you actually end up with something that has way less herbal properties in it. So just resist the urge to do sun infusions. And besides, it's wintertime, and if you're watching this in the wintertime, you're not going to get much warmth from that sun anyways. You're just going to break down your plant material. But then, so after that infusion time, I'm just going to strain her. And you can use some cheesecloth, whatever you want to use, just strain her, and then you can put the soaked herbs out in your garden wherever you want, and then you retain the castor oil, and then you'll take that castor oil and you'll warm a little bit up. Either use the stove top or an oven safe dish to warm up some of the oil. Don't burn yourself because you're going to be putting this on your skin. And then you're going to take, an old washcloth or some cotton material or something like that, and you're going to dip it in the warm oil. You're going to put that soaked oil rag wherever you're wanting on your body. Like, I've been dealing with a pretty nasty injury on my finger right here. It's not an external injury, it's an internal one. And so I just wrap my finger in the castor oil pack. And then the trick is to apply heat to it. So I put the oily rag around my finger. And it's more sticky than oily, to be honest. Castor oil is kind of sticky. And then I put saran wrap around it. Anything that's going to keep that oil from soaking out. And then I put a heating pad over my finger and I let that sit for about 35-45 minutes. So you could do this with scarring, like old cesarean scars, acne scars. If you've got scar tissue buildup from an old surgery site or anything like that, castor oil pack over top of it, some type of liquid proof barrier to keep that oil in place, and it also helps hold the heat in, and then some type of heating pad over top. And that's just really, really helpful. And the trick with castor oil is to be consistent. Um, you're not going to see a change in the first day. You might not even see a change in the first few weeks. You'll probably start noticing some difference around the first month of use. But with herbal allies and herbal medicine, we have to be patient, and generally when we're not patient and we start looking for things that are in the herb world that can act quick, we end up hurting ourselves because we're into the dangerous pharmaceutical area where we are equating reaction with healing. Like, you think that just because something changed on your body or how you feel rapidly that you've healed, but really you're just kind of trading in one thing for another. But look how simple that was. You're definitely smart enough to get yourself some castor oil, to get yourself some calendula, and combine the two in a jar and sit it in a warm, dark place for like 8 weeks. You know,
Okay, y'all. I think that was pretty very informative. If you want to go back and watch the rest of the video, that video is 12 minutes long. So she gonna go on a ramble. But we've got the gist of the recipe. She told you how to make it, and she showed you how to make it. Told you where you need to put it after you made it, how long it needs to sit before you use it, and she even gave you an example of how to use it. And so, if you want to grow calendula for the 10 herbs challenge for Plant a Garden, you can. Um, let's see. I saw some comments that were very helpful. I know my Renaissance grandma mentioned that she had her castor oil in a plastic jug. So y'all know my Renaissance grandma works with herbs, so she knows what she's talking about. So don't get your castor oil in a plastic jug. We all know that plastics, you want to make sure that you get like um, glass containers, and some of them require glass dark containers. So make sure you're doing your research on that. And a lot of people have been, my Renaissance grandma, in one of her videos, she told us where she gets her castor oil from, and she showed the bottle. I don't know if she attached it to her video or not, but you go back over on her page and she'll tell you benefits of castor oil and how to use it and where to get it from. Okay, I need to plug my computer up. And she also agreed with the recommendation of, you being consistent with using your castor oil. It may be about a couple of months before you see progress or see um, some improvement. So my Renaissance grandma said 1 to 2 months. Let's see. Anybody else I missed? Comment. So we already know the a lot of people have stressed the importance of castor oil, and so using calendula, combining it with castor oil makes it even more powerful. G Mama says her skin is amazing. You can tell she uses her concoctions. Yes. African Dreamer says, but some folks do take castor oil so they can boo boo. Yeah, some people do take it by mouth. I ain't finna drink it. God's desire for me says she is very informative. Yes, yes, she is. If y'all, it's a lot of her videos. She not only gives you the recipe, but she explains. I like how she explains why she do it and explain the properties of each one and why she chose this herb to mix with this oil. So it's very informative. That was God's desire for me. African Dreamer says all natural remedies take time. She is right. Yes. Drill's Healing Garden says very informative. Yes. So y'all, while we watching these videos, I have a lot of people that have more a lot of knowledge about herbs. Please feel free to put your comments in the chats because we all learning together. All learning together. So we don't want to go out and be doing the wrong things, for our families. My Renaissance grandma says dark amber glass for your castor oil. God's Desire says she has calendula growing. 10 says, let me add some castor oil and calendula to my list. And y'all want to order y'all some dark amber glasses because some of these things that we make can't be just kept in just the clear ball bottles or glasses that you order. You got to have dark amber glasses, and castor oil is one of them for these things so that when you're storing them, they will keep safe. God's desire for me, I use glass for almost everything. Yes. Jegs says, my grandma gave us castor oil at St. John's during the winter. Yes, I added St. John's to our list. Tia says, should it be black or regular castor oil? That will be, let me see if I can put it up. Oh, I think she answered it already. Yeah. My Renaissance grandma said either one. It could be black or regular. Nettles Nest says, so do I. So she used glass for everything too. My Renaissance girl, I'm not drinking too. She said, I'm not drinking the boo boo. I will put 3 drops in my navel first, right? And that's what on the video, her video, my Renaissance grandma tells y'all what to do and how to use castor oil. Look, them people that tell y'all they drink it to boo boo, look, tell them go drink it in front of me. Let me see what it do. Ah, no, I can't just follow you blindly on that one. I can't. Let's see, J3. I wonder if that's a southern thing. It could be. God's is out for me. If you only have clear, just store in a dark place away from the sun. My Renaissance dark amber glass, hexane free, organic, 100% cold press. So there y'all go. I'm thinking that we need to add a storage column to, well, it's in the recipe. It's in the recipe, so I'm not gonna add a storage column because if you follow that recipe, she tell you how to store it. Did she? No, she didn't tell you how to store it. So we need to add that. Nervousness. My grandmother from the south, but we were in New York at this time. Okay. When I was a child, we had to drink castor oil once a month to clean you out. Wow. That's like people eating aloe vera. Okay, that's something else. Okay. Somebody send me a text. Aloe vera and actually Miss Tina, Miss Linda told us about some people do eat aloe vera. And I found a video about that and the purpose of them eating it. I don't know, but It do smell good, but I don't know about eating it. Y'all think I should add a column to the spreadsheet for storage? Because that's not something that, like, we didn't see it in the video. She prepared it in that glass container, and I see when some people prepare it, they let it sit like that in the sun if you can, or some people apply heat and then once it's ready, then you put it in the jar. So Nettles Nest says my mom still eats aloe. Oh Lord, I just I don't know. It's slimy. I can't get past that. I can't never say never because I tried almond milk last night, my own almond milk for the first time last night, and it was pretty good. So I can't never say never. Never say never. Y'all think I should add it? Okay. God, as I say, I thought she did say how to store it. Okay. Yes, you need to know how to store it properly. Okay. So she said it. So let me see. Let me go to the spreadsheet. I'm gonna X that out because we already watched it. So I'm gonna just put add a column to say um, notes. Okay, we'll just call it notes. And then in the notes column, that was the what was it? The calendula. And in the notes column, we'll just type um, if cast using with castor oil, store in a let me look at my reading sauce grandma dark amber glass hexane. Yeah, I remember her saying something about hexane free. She did say it in the video. Hexane free, organic, 100% cold press. Bam! Just in case she didn't say it, but I heard her say something about it. But it's in there now. Why is that by pokeweed? Did I type it in the wrong spot? Yes, I did. No problem, no problem. Just cut and paste. Uh oh, what did I just do? Let me undo what I just did. Oh shit. Redo what I did. Okay, anyway, let me go back to calendula. God dog it, now I gotta type it again. If used with castor oil, store in an amber, dark amber glass, hexane free, organic, 100% cold press. Bam, now it's in the right spot. Okay, all right, got that. And Netta say her mom fuss at her all the time because she not harvesting it. I got one sitting out on my porch. And one thing I don't think I'll probably water my aloe vera once a month. So that's a good herb if you want to do for the garden for the challenge. I got it on our list too. I don't it's low maintenance and it grows so fast. Castor oil was horrible to taste as a child, Tien says. Just thinking about it made my jaw clench. My Renaissance grandma says, I believe she said warm, dark place, which is what I do. Okay, so like God's desire said for me, if you don't have the bottle, then you can store it in a warm, dark place if you don't have the dark amber glass or whatever. G Mama says, I've switched to nut based milk, oat milk too. No more bubble guts for me. I hadn't been drinking cow's milk, I'm gonna say that, for a while, but I cook with it. So last night I was making almond butter and I made, a byproduct of almond milk. Never tasted it before. I always just thought it was nasty because milk from a nut to me in my mind was just nasty. So I tasted it for the first time and it was pretty good last night. It was all because Mike dared me. I'm just playing. I asked him, do y'all think I should taste it? He was like, yeah, taste it. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So I would recommend y'all make your own almond milk and try it. It's good. I'm going to make me some tea tonight and try a little in my tea. Any herb should be stored away from sunlight. There you go. But I don't think Netta says I wouldn't take castor oil now, right? All 360s, yeah. My cousins had to take it. I would never take it. My mama wouldn't give us that. She would give us Scott's Emotion. Now I would take the 360s over Scott's Emotion. Ugh, that stuff was white and thick and tastes like fish. God says, I will be making almond milk tomorrow. My almonds are soaking now. Yay! I hope you're going to do a video because I want to see. Or go live. My Renaissance, I tried both of them, but they still upset my tummy. Yeah, so I can only do coconut milk. Yes, I would love to know how you do your coconut milk, um, my Renaissance grandma. Okay, y'all. Sorry, had to step away. It's okay. We still yeah. We ain't going nowhere. Mm, okay, y'all. I hear you, Mom. I have finally given up cheese. Also, my stomach is better. Yeah, it ain't for everybody. African Dreamer said he can't do milk no more either. Yep. As we get older, our bodies and taste buds change. He says cut out dairy definitely makes your tummy feel better. I'm gonna have to try that one day and see if maybe some of my issues. Now it don't make me when I eat cheese and ice cream and all the other stuff. It don't make me go to the bathroom, but sometimes I do, get a upset stomach or my stomach just don't feel right. All good stuff tastes funny at first. Being healthy takes work. Yes, it takes getting used to. You're right, G Mama. I just started back being able to eat chili. Still a no go for the milk. Wow, chili well probably is the spice in the chili that mess your stomach up. So y'all. Oh, I'm glad you said this, G Mama. I want to thank uh y'all, those of you who have contributed to my channel monetarily. I appreciate all of you guys. All of the financial contributions are used to go towards upgrading my channel and my garden. And so today I went and made some purchases, but you gotta wait until I put the video out later tonight and see what we got, okay? But thank y'all for all the contributions y'all made. We're gonna do some great things in the garden this spring. It's crazy because I can eat cheese but can't do carbs. That is crazy. That's weird. But now that I think about it, African Dreaming though, the different ingredients that they put to uh, to do the cow's milk and the cheese, the process and additives and all that, that might be what makes your stomach upset. That, that might be it. That's generally how it goes. Yep. So y'all, let's see what herb we're gonna do next. I want to share before we do a herb. I want to share with y'all this video that I found about chickens. Right? Let me see if this the one. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Hey. Okay. Go back. Yep, that's it. Okay, so I want to show y'all this video. And then we're gonna go back to the herbs. We're just gonna jump off topic just for a little second. Cause we preparing. Come on, computer. Oh, even looks at it. We are preparing herbs and stuff, but we also want to think about other stuff, not just our garden, but other things that we use. Okay, so it's on there. All right. Look how he looking. That's a horrible clip. A horrible clip, or whatever you call it. Okay, so here's something for you to think about.
According to a report by the FDA, approximately 70% of all antibiotics used in the United States are fed to farm animals. This is the shocking truth. In the meat processing industry, animals on factory farms are regularly given antibiotics. These antibiotics aren't used to treat infections, but rather to help the animals survive harsh conditions and gain weight quickly while eating less food. The use of antibiotics on farm animals isn't a remedy for infections. It's a strategic move to help them endure less than ideal conditions on factory farms and bulk up on fewer resources. This seemingly cost-effective practice poses a substantial threat, putting millions at risk of superbug infection. The consequences of antibiotic overuse are stark, resulting in nearly 3 million illnesses and 35,000 deaths annually in the United States. This has been the shocking truth. Brought to you by Deals.com.
Okay, y'all. So just wanted to let y'all know that. Well, remind y'all of that. So let's go to our next herb. We have let me get the spreadsheet back on the page. Okay. Y'all put a one in the chat. Just want to make sure y'all can still hear me and see me. Seems like y'all can. April made it in. Hey, April Showers. Oh, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Did I miss anybody else? Okay, y'all can still hear me. Okay, so the next one we're gonna go to is we did calendula. Let's do which one that I got a recipe on and an informational video. Let's do St. John's wort. Y'all wanna do that? Let's do St. John's wort. Since J3 mentioned it, let's do that one. Same lady, I believe.
This is a metabolism killer. This is a metabolism killer, and this is a metabolism killer.
Hey everybody, how's it going? So I'm out here in the Blue Mountain Range because the time has come to harvest St. John's wort. Now, down lower, she's already done blooming, but I am so grateful to live where I live here in the Blue Mountain Range, even though it's pretty bright most of the time. um, because I'm able to follow plant allies up in elevation, meaning she's already done blooming below and I missed her blooming down below, but I can just drive like 10-15 miles and be about 3,000 miles higher, and here she is in full bloom, so I didn't miss my season. So St. John's wort, a lot of you probably know her as the plant ally that a lot of people use for depression, and she's definitely good for that. Let me find a place to sit my butt down and show you St. John's wort. And she's definitely good for that. Let me flip around here. But I think that there's some ways that she shines that a lot of people don't realize that, like, she's underrated for. So yeah, she can help you lift moods. A lot of people I see try to use her for anxiety. I don't feel like she's all that great of an ally for anxiety. But I think she's amazing for pain relief. I think if you've got some serious pain going on and you take a dropper full of St. John's wort tincture every couple hours, that by the time you get 3 or 4 dropperfuls in, you're probably not going to have as much pain. I think she's amazing for repressing viral loads. So like if you are dealing with shingles or any of the herpes viruses, cold sores, all that kind of stuff, she can really, really repress that virus, meaning it doesn't stir up in your body and give you an outbreak as often. She's one of the main allies that I use in my cold sore relief balm, which is a type of herpes when we get a cold sore on our lip. Don't be embarrassed by having some form of herpes, because 90% of Americans have at least one of the 10 strains that are going around. But you can also make an infused oil with her fresh blooms here. And you can use that externally, like I use it to make my stress sore balm I talked about. And you can use it for a body oil to help the sore muscles. You can even use it as a sunblock. Look at how white I am. I definitely use her fresh plant matter infused into oil as a mild sunblock, and if I get burned, I use her to heal me. And she's pretty good for pain relief too, even externally. So she's great for that. But one way you can tell that you're dealing with St. John's wort, and not the ornamental St. John's wort, we're talking about the wild St. John's wort here. She does not create berries. You're not going to find her, and you're not likely to find her in an average nursery, like a plant nursery, is you're going to pick this little bloom right here. Check this out. Let me get this to where I can see that you can see it. And I'm going to roll it between my fingers. I'm going to mash her good. Look at that. You see that purple color? That's the hypercarium. I always say that word wrong. That's the stuff you want. That is the stuff you want to be catching in your tincture. That is the stuff you want to be, see the purple color, almost red color? That is what will make your oil go bright red if you have nothing but the bloom tops in your oil infusion. And that's why it's important that you only, no matter what, work with fresh St. John's wort. Do not use a tincture of fresh St. John's wort made from dried plant matter. Do not try to make an infused oil with dried plant matter with St. John's wort. For one, it's pointless because that the hypericum, there we go, it evaporates off, meaning you're not going to catch that particular constitute. You're not going to catch that red color, and that red color is how you know that you're doing well. Now, I'm a bit conflicted because some herbalists only use the very top part of the plant. They only use the blooms. They want that neon red color, and they usually use olive oil, which already kind of has a red color to it, so you're used to getting this really, really bright red tincture. I mean, not just tincture, but oil too. And I definitely would say with the tincture, I'm mainly after the blooms. But with oils, I'm probably harvesting this far down, and I like to put all of the leaves in there as well. I feel personally. Like, she gives a more balanced infused oil. Sure, it's not going to be super bright red like people are used to, but I just find it more effective. I find when I use it for cold sore relief, they are gone that much quicker. And I just really prefer to make my oil with partial leaves too. I also really agree that with a lot of other herbalists that the only way to safely ingest St. John's wort is a tincture made with fresh plant matter. I would never use St. John's wort tea. I would never do any of that stuff. I wouldn't use a tincture that was made with dried plant matter either. Now, there are some people that believe if you, so we know that St. John's wort inactivates medications in our systems. And there are some people that believe if you use it as a fresh made right, like out of fresh tincture, that doesn't occur. And I used to believe that. I did. I used to be on that bandwagon until I decided, while I was still on benzodiazepine years ago, to use her as a properly made tincture that I made myself, and she threw me into pretty hardcore withdrawal. Even though I was still, there's a bug up my dress. Even though even though I was still on the medication, because she makes the medication exit our blood quicker, and so I just don't agree with that. It definitely it saved my life in the regard of I started looking into like what these symptoms are, what's going on here. Oh my God, that's what benzodiazepine withdrawal is. And then I went down the road of getting myself off of that medication, which is hell, and you have to do it very slowly. But I got to that path because I believed that I could use it internally. Woo, that was a bee on my leg. Didn't sting me though. I believed that I could use it internally while on medication, and that, for me anyhow, just was not the case. But she doesn't do that with all medications, and she's definitely a well-studied one. So if you are on a particular medication and you want to use a St. John's wort tincture after you make one for yourself, after you come out here and you find these fresh living plants because you're smart enough to do so, just Google St. John's wort used with and then the name of your medication, and usually you can find if she's safe to take with what you're on. But I think that she's good for lifting low moods, but I think she's better at repressing viruses and helping with pain. So anyhow, I hope you enjoy these shoddily shots.
Okay, y'all. So that's St. John's wort. Um, One of the most important things that she said was, well, we all been stressing, do your research to make sure that none of this stuff interacts with any medications that you're on. Make sure it's the right thing for you, because some of these herbs, they are medicines, and the medicines that we take can cancel out something or even increase the effect of another medication. So you will check with your doctor to make sure that this is right for you. And my Renaissance grandma, I saw that she echoed the same thing. She was saying, let me get down to the bottom of the chat and I'm going to come back up. It has a lot of good benefits, but if you're on medication, definitely do your research. It interacts with a lot of medication. So guys, go and Google that and make sure that St. John's wort does not interact with a medication that you are on. All right. So J3 says, I like goat milk better than cow milk. I do too. Well, I like goat milk soaps and um, lotions made by goat's milk. I like that kind of stuff. Ken says she can't eat spinach. Oh wow. I don't know what I'd do if I can't eat spinach. I know, right? I'm not ready to give up fried chicken. Listen, this is my thing with it. Grow your own chickens, raise your own chickens. That way you know what's in them. And then if you want to fry it, make your own oil to fry it in, but do that stuff in moderation. That's how I feel about it. And say I was shocked too, but after 2 months, two hospital visits, she learned her lesson. Yep. Dr. Sabi says we shouldn't be eating spinach because it's too acidic. I got to get one of his books too. He got a book out, a couple of books out, but I got to get another book. Oh, gee, mama, you can't eat chocolate. Oh, give it to me. That's it. I really got to eat it in moderation too because I'm diabetic. So Mike says, no, 10 say that's exactly what happened to me. The acid sent my stomach into a frenzy. Okay, y'all, somebody got to do a thing on spinach now. Somebody got to do a presentation on spinach. I love spinach, but I have backed up tremendously. I do too. I love it too, especially with salmon. And you stuff that salmon with some like cream sauce. Oh Lord, y'all making me hungry. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, eat chocolate in moderation. Mike says the gross fact about the cold sores. Yeah, yep. Kissing babies in the mouth. That's why. That's why the old people be like, don't let them kiss your babies in the mouth. Yeah, she does give us some a lot of good information for our um St. John's wort. Herpes, chickenpox, yeah, all part of that family. Shingles, Bell palsy are all cousins, and treatment pharmaceutically the same. Yes, that's my what I want to say. My medical professional sister right there, Netta's Nets. It has a lot of good. Oh, okay, I read that already. Hey, Peggy Bro, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah, we got a lot, but I'm gonna go through one more. Oh, 10 say she eat kale versus spinach. Man, I'm gonna have to try this dinosaur kale I got because regular kale I don't like. I'm gonna have to try dinosaur kale, then I'm gonna try curly kale. So I'm gonna have to see because then if I can find it, I don't know. I don't know. Gotta eat to live, right? Gotta eat to live. Mike says he like, Mike, you gotta give me a recipe for spinach, and then maybe I could switch. Cause I eat for taste too. I need to eat more for health. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do um is I don't have a recipe for the aloe vera, but I'm gonna share the fun fact because T Nog did mention the aloe vera in her interview. So let's learn about aloe vera.
The history of herbs. Aloe vera. Aloe vera is a succulent plant species of the genus Aloe. An evergreen perennial, it originates from the Arabian Peninsula but grows wild in tropical, semi-tropical, and arid climates around the world. It is cultivated for commercial products, mainly as a topical treatment that has been used for centuries. Aloe vera develops water storage tissue in its leaf to survive in dry areas of low or erratic rainfall. The aloe leaf can be divided into two major parts, namely the outer green rind, including the vascular bundles, and the inner colorless region containing the aloe gel. Aloe vera has been used for its curative and therapeutic properties. A recent study was designed to see the hypoglycemic and hypolipidemic effect on non insulin dependent diabetics. The study found it lowers blood glucose levels in diabetic patients. It also improves the responsiveness of body tissues towards insulin, thereby making insulin more effective. Aloe vera helps in reducing serum cholesterol and triglycerides and increasing levels of high density lipoprotein cholesterol. Active components present in aloe vera help in lowering high blood pressure and can make aloe vera extremely suitable for wide scale treatment for all diabetic conditions. Thank you for watching The History of Herbs. brought to you by dherbs.com.
All right, y'all. So that is informational on herbs. I don't have a recipe. I mean, on aloe vera. I don't have a recipe listed for that one yet on the spreadsheet. Thank you for the recipe, Mike. I already screenshotted it. I'm gonna try it. I've heard people talk about kale chips, but I just have never tried it. Um, Somebody came in. Let's see. The Analytic Gardener. Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So let's see. Egyptian kale mild. Okay, I'm gonna try that brand. I like spinach and artichoke dip. Yeah, spinach and artichoke dip is really good. Cause desires for me says I bought an aloe vera plant yesterday. Yay! So now we gotta find us a recipe or a how to prepare it, a video to show us how to prepare it and use it. I found one some years ago because I used it as a facial cleanse. I don't think I added nothing to it. That from what I can't find the video, but I remember what I did. All I did was shave the green part off and took the inside hard, the white hard jelly part, and scraped all of the that gel off. And I used that gel on my face. I can't remember how long I let it sit on there. Then I wiped it off with a warm towel because I was having some kind of like eczema stuff. My skin will be dry in my T zones right here and up here. And I tried like some Mary Kay stuff and all some other kind of stuff. But when I used that aloe vera oil, it dried it out and cleared it up faster. So I'm gonna find a recipe and a preparation that I can attach to that for you guys. Peggy says I drink it in liquid. It heals the colon. Wow. Peggy, my email, bayousugargarden@gmail.com, all lowercase letters. If you find a way to send me like how you prepare it and what you do, send it to my email. I can add it to the list. Tia say, great, now you want kale chips. Aloe vera is great seed starter and for burn treatment. Okay, aloe is great. Aloe, everybody, y'all know about aloe. Put Old Bay on the kale chips. Okay, I sure will. So my Renaissance grandma says I blend up aloe vera and make ice cubes for my tea. Huh? I'm different. Hmm. There y'all go. A recipe. Hmm. I used to put the aloe in smoothies. Wow. Y'all more courageous than me. Miss Shirley says aloe vera I use as a hair conditioner. Okay. Tina says I have only used aloe vera externally like hair products. Right. Okay, Peggy said I bought it in liquid form. Okay, no problem. Marina's grandma said kale chips are delicious. I want to give y'all this one thing that y'all remember Miss Linda mentioned about the spider webs, putting it in wounds. I got a video on that, and it shows like back in the ancient days, they did use spider webs because it had some type of antiseptic. Let me see. It's on the spreadsheet. Instead of me telling y'all, we can actually look at it. And I want to keep going, but it's so much. It's so much. Let me see. Where's the spider web? We got okay. I'm gonna go on the list, name y'all the stuff that we got, and that we're gonna go over within the next few weeks. So we did all these. We're gonna do valerian root. We're gonna talk more about that because we talked about it in an earlier previous video. We're going to talk more about that. We're going to talk more about lemon balm, ginger root, oregano, dead nettle. We're going to do marshmallow root, dandelion root, bull thistle. We're going to talk about sage and elderberry. I got a couple of recipes for elderberry. I know everybody know about elderberry. Goldenrod. We just did St. John's wort. We're going to do yarrow. We're going to go over comfrey. We're going to go over burdock, stinging nettle, raspberry leaf. Y'all know Miss Linda mentioned that too about the leaves. It's the leaves, baby. It's the leaves. We're going to do that. I got a recipe for raspberry leaves. That's the spider webs. We're going to go over that. We did aloe vera. We're going to talk about thyme, milk thistle, poppies, saffron, senna. Y'all know y'all had to take stool softeners while y'all talking about drinking castor oil. Don't drink that castor oil. Just get you some senna. We're going to do ashwagandha, golden seal, cumin, holy basil. I cannot pronounce it. Talassi is the holy basil. We're going to do coriander and cilantro. We're going to do cayenne pepper. We're going to do ginseng, cinnamon, flaxseed, ginkgo biloba, basil, garlic, echinacea, acai berry. I should have did that one tonight. Cranberries, turmeric, fenugreek, and fennel. Okay, those are the ones that we're going to get through these next few weeks. But the last one for the night, I'm going to show y'all this spider webs. Okay, but it's a lot. Yeah, my Renaissance grandma said, yes, senna is natural. Yes, you can do that instead of drinking that castor oil.
In ancient times, spider webs were used as bandages? No wonder nobody can kill Spider Man. This is the shocking truth. Spider webs are a wonder of the natural world. They are extremely flexible and lightweight, yet can be strong as steel. But, as shocking as it may sound, spider for more than just catching flies. In ancient Greece and Rome,
Okay,
doctors
why I
used
have to stop?
spider webs to make
Okay.
bandages for their patients. Spider webs supposedly have natural antiseptic and antifungal properties, which can help keep wounds clean and prevent infection. It's also said that spider webs are rich in vitamin K, which helps promote clotting. So, if you find yourself with a deep wound from a pickup game in your local
Y'all, I'm
YMCA
so little.
and you're on a tight budget, don't go to your
Okay,
local
let me go
pharmacy.
back. Hold up.
Go to your attic. There's free bandages there. This has been The Shocking Truth, brought to you by dherbs.com. In ancient times, spider
What
webs
is
were
going
used
on?
as bandages? No wonder nobody can kill Spider Man. This is The Shocking Truth.
Oh,
Spider webs are a wonder of the
let me
natural world.
remove this.
They are extremely flexible and lightweight, yet can be strong as steel. But, as shocking as it may sound, spider webs can be used for more than just catching flies. In ancient Greece and Rome, doctors used spider webs to make
This
bandages for
thing
their
is stuck.
patients. Spider webs supposedly have natural antiseptic and antifungal properties,
Okay, hold
which can
on,
help
y'all,
keep
because
wounds
it's still
clean
stuck
and
on
prevent
here.
infection. It's also
Because I
said
still
that
hear
spider
him in
webs
my
are
ear.
rich in vitamin K, which helps promote clotting. So, if you find yourself with a deep wound from a pickup game in your local YMCA and you're on a tight budget, don't go to your local pharmacy. Go to your attic. There's free bandages there. This has been The Shocking Truth, brought to you by dherbs.com. In ancient times,
It's
spider
still
webs were
stuck on there.
used as bandages? No
And I
wonder nobody can kill Spider-Man.
closed the link
This
and
is
everything.
The Shocking Truth.
Like
Spider
Evie
webs
Must is
are a
on the
wonder of the natural world. They are extremely
on
flexible and
repeat.
lightweight, yet can be strong as steel.
Hold
But
on, y'all. Let
as
me
shocking as it may sound,
I mean
spider webs can be used
leave
for
out and
more
come
than
back
just
in and
catching
maybe that'll
flies.
reset Evie
In
Must. Give
ancient
me
Greece
1
and
second,
Rome,
y'all. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so that was the last one. Let me catch up on y'all comments. Let's see. Look on my phone. I'm back. I'm back. What the heck? Let me scroll all the way to the bottom. I'm just reading on my phone because it's going to taking too long. Okay, my Renaissance grandma says Senna is natural, too funny. Wait, let me go back up even further. So Mike says, yes, the spider webs close the wounds, right? The analytic gardener says, I use aloe on burns and to moisturize skin. I love aloe drinks, but I haven't perfected a recipe yet. Okay, well, let us know when you perfect one. We sure will try it. Well, I can't speak for everybody. I'll try it and put it on our list. Michelle said, do a part two. Yes, I'm going to do another part because I got like a lot of stuff that I want to share with y'all, even though I'm going to share y'all the, I'm going to post the spreadsheet on my community tab. I still want to go through this with y'all so we can make sure, verify the information, make sure that, we agree on this information. My Renaissance grandma says, no, I missed it. God's desire for me said I made elderberry infused honey. I think that might be a recipe. Is elderberry something? Analytic Garden says, too funny. I have several of these in my cart right now. Hey, this gonna help you out. 10 say, yes, this is a 5+ part series. Definitely. Definitely. Because the list just gonna keep going on and on. I'm gonna have to stop myself at some point. Mike says I got everything mentioned except spider webs next to me. So what happened was I had the share screen. It was in my. I had to close out my share screen so it wouldn't. It was playing it. I kept hearing it, but it wasn't on the screen, so I had to close out my share screen. So that was me. I have most seeds. Yes, the analytic gardener. Everybody's okay. Spider, not sugar. Yeah, everything but everything I mentioned. So yes, spiders don't want the secrets out. Yeah, they. Did y'all see the spider video? I know the video wasn't playing, but y'all was able to hear it. I don't know why the video it got stopped, not stopped, but it just didn't play. But y'all were able to hear it. Spiders don't want. My husband's grandmother used to use spider webs for wounds. Yes. Okay. God's desire control obviously. Yes. I had to go out and come back in, rub dirt on it. Oh no. Well, who tested spider webs to learn that? Look, T Nog tested. She said they used to do that when she was little. The spider wasn't happy about it. Yeah, he didn't want us to let us know. Okay, y'all hear me and see me. Did y'all see the spider video? Or was you at least able to hear it? I know you couldn't see it, but were you at least able to hear it? Let me know, cause I got time to play it again before I get out. Okay, Mike says see you in the bushes for a few. Okay, we about to get on out of here. What I'll do is I'll play it again next time. We'll start with that one. I don't know why it didn't come up. At first we could see it, then could only hear it. Okay, yeah, it was the video on YouTube messed up. It wasn't Evie Muck. It's the video on YouTube that messed up. So I'll start with that video first next time. Y'all remind me when we come back. Y'all heard it but didn't see it. Okay. Well, at least y'all heard it. Got the information. So I'll start with that one next time. We'll start with that at the top of the live next time. But I definitely want to thank all of you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you for coming. And that's all I have for tonight, unless you all had any questions, comments. If all hearts and minds are clear, we're going to go. We learned so much tonight, and I appreciate all of you guys for coming in and spending time with me. Hugs from me to you. I appreciate all of you guys for coming in. We're going to continue our series. After this live, I'm going to put in the description box the name of the herbal book that I'll be purchasing, and I'll put the one that God's Desire, because I'm going to get both of those. God's Desire has. I'm going to also put this in the description the name of those where you can find those videos that I showed today, and I think that's it. Yeah, and then on my community tab, I'm going to post the spreadsheet. So if you guys want to go and click on the videos and look ahead of time before we get there, I'll do that. But I appreciate y'all for coming in. I thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget, if you're not going to go to bed, if you're going to still be up like me for a little while, come on over and hang out with us. Tonight is Sifting Some Saw, right? At 11. So that's in about 30 minutes. She'll be going live, late night with friends, her and Felicia. Everyone said, have a good night. Thank y'all for coming. Did I speak to you, Sonia Singular? I don't remember speaking to you. But just in case I didn't, let me give you applause. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I can't remember if I spoke to you or not. So if I didn't, you deserve to be spoke to again. Hey, Deborah Garrett, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. She said she was in the bushes listening. I appreciate you for listening. So, guys, until next week, go on out and get yourself ready. Get these herbs. Find out, do your research and find out the information that we have given is suitable for you and works for you. I thank each and every one of you for being here. I appreciate the love and support, and I will see you. She said, I'll go back and catch the beginning by you. Thanks for this series. No problem. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I will see all of you in the next video, or I'll see y'all later tonight at Mona's place. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all, and be blessed.